Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin. So today I got a big thing to talk to you guys about. I wanted to give you guys a head start. That's why we're uploading so late. Usually we never upload at this time, but since I'm the guy for tokens, you guys been asking me all the time. I made y'all a lot of videos on how to make tokens and all this stuff. I needed to let y'all know what's going on tomorrow. So you guys see I got a lot of tokens redeemed. You guys have seen my token team, but I'm still going to be playing this event. This is an amazing event that 2K added. They sometimes add events, and if you guys just read it off the top, it's earn 2 free tokens after every challenge win. That's every challenge win. So what are challenges? There's multiplayer challenges, there's single player challenges, and we're talking single player. You could do the weeklies, you could do the moments challenges, and you could do the spotlight challenges. So I know most of us, majority of us, are playing spotlight challenges right now. You guys are gonna see I'm going through them right now, just like you guys. We're absolutely bored out of our minds, but there's a lot of things I want to tell you guys. So the spotlight challenges, people ask, are they worth it? Should I be grinding for Opal Harden? And the answer is honestly, depends on your team. It depends on your time. The thing is, there's a lot of stuff going on right now with like the quarantine. A lot of us are locked down, a lot of us are at home. So I do suggest, if your team isn't all that and you need some budget players, say for example you have 100k, you don't know who to go for, there are some great cards here. I've talked about a couple of them in the past, but for example, there's a Jackson Hayes right here that you get for doing the Pelicans, and this card is one of the best centers in the game right now. Obviously not as good as the Galaxy Opals we talk about, but he's still pretty good. This Cam Reddish, if you guys seen my Rags to Riches episode, he is probably the best shooting guard small forward in the game right now that you could get with less than 100k MT, in my opinion. All you gotta do is play 5 games and he's all yours. Literally 5 games and you got Cam Reddish. Yeah, it might cost you a little bit of MT to buy Hawks players to complete the challenge, but you sell them right back. There's Kevin Porter Jr., another amazing card. Cam and Porter are both toss-ups, but that's not what I'm here to talk to you guys about. We'll talk about these after. Let's talk about how you get all these free tokens. So the event starts at 8 a.m. Eastern. That's my time. So check your time. Everyone has a different time. 8 a.m. Eastern should be about 8 hours after I upload this video. So 8 hours from there, that's when this event will start, but it's an all-day event. It lasts for 16 hours. 16. Now, I don't expect anyone to play the whole 16. There are people out there that do, and there are people out there that will. Me, I expect to hopefully play like a good 8 at least. I want to play at least half of the event. If I could get a little more than that, that would be great, but that's my game plan. Now we're going to talk about how many games you could get through, and I'm going to give you guys a tip on 2 things. One, the main tip would be how to get as many done as possible, which could be really helpful at a time like this where Brennan just basically gave us a tip, man. Shout out to Brennan on Twitch. He was on there with us and he gave me a tip that actually makes a lot of sense. It's very simple. A lot of us could have thought of it, but some of us wouldn't notice it. That tip would be not to play full teams, not to play the whole thing through. Why? You guys know that the first game is 3 minutes on rookie, very easy, very fast. Second game, 4 minutes pro. Next game, 4 minutes all-star. Then they start going 5 minutes. We've talked about this before. I'm sure you guys already know. You guys are bored out of these 5-minute games. And then the last game is another 5-minute challenge. So, yo, what is the best way to do this? Why don't we play a bunch of the 3-minute games and get them out the way, a bunch of the 4-minute games and get them out the way, save the 5s for later, because that's just gonna take up your time. So how long do these take total? So originally, if you do the math, we would say this takes about 2 hours to complete all 5 games, around there, maybe a little less if you do it right without fouling and just holding the ball, and little things and tricks that you can do to make the time just run the whole time through and not let the ball stop. But with loading times and the few dead balls that are gonna happen, the first game mode is gonna take at least 15 to 20 minutes. Second and third game will take you 20 to 25 minutes. Then the last 2 games should take you around 25 to 30 minutes each, right? We're talking about each here. That's why we rounded up to about 2 hours for all 5 games. Now, if you were able to complete all 5 within the 2 hours, and that's what your plan is, to keep playing 5, 5, 5 and do that, you'll be getting 2 tokens, then 4, 6, 8, 10 plus the 6, so you'll get 16 tokens total. You'll get 16 per team if you wanted to go all the way through. I also want to say something that some people may have not noticed. The Knicks challenge game 4 gives you 6 tokens as well. So you would actually get an extra 6 if you do the Knicks as well for game 4. So it's 6 and 6 here. So that's 12 plus the 10 you get originally. So 22 tokens for the Knicks. Every other team is 16. What I do suggest is what Brennan said once again, which would be to play a bunch of rookies. Now the issue with that is you'd have to change your lineup a lot. So I have 2 recommendations on that aspect, and one would be if you don't have a bunch of different lineups, make different lineups for different teams, so you could like work on like 5 or 6 teams at once. What I usually do is I make like one whole lineup for the team I'm working on. So currently I'm working on the Raptors, as you can see from my bench. So what I would do is I click replace player, I click on options so I could search for the team, then I go to Raptors. I usually like wasting contracts on my lower players, so I go ahead all the way, scroll through. There's another way to do that, of course. You don't have to do it that way, but this is the fastest way. You go to the team you're looking for, and then you switch this maybe to silver players. It'll show me all the silvers, and I switch to that. Now I have 8 Raptors players on this team, and then I could run whatever lineup I want up top. You could literally run whoever you want to run with, the best players you have. If you want to do evolutions, you could do evolution cards. That's honestly your job to decide, right? This is one way, and then when I'm up to the last game, I would switch the last 2 players. So I'd switch my shooting guard to small forward, whoever I want, and put in 2 Raptors there because I need 10 total. None of the guys on the bench need to play a single second. Just keep that in mind. If you don't have a lot of MT to get these cards, don't worry about that right now. All you need to finish the first game of these challenges is 3 players. So what I would recommend is, like we said already multiple times, play the first one of each. They should be done within 15 minutes the first game. If you want to get the first game and second game out the way while you're at it, do that. I would recommend that too. You could get a lot of games done that way, maybe first, second, and third. Whatever you decide is the best method for you, so you don't have to switch lineups a lot, you go ahead and do so. Now, little suggestions we'll talk about right now is some good players you can run with. So I recommend Malcolm at a point guard position. He's a great card or reward to go for if you need a budget guard. I told you Kevin and Cameron already. This Rui card is good, as well as Robert Covington. Really good power forward is Covington. Wood is a great card as well. A lot of people love Bledsoe and Terrence Ross. This card's a great defender, but the main guys I recommend in my starting lineups, as well as Jackson Hayes and Robert Covington. I think those are the main guys. If you guys have any other recommendations, feel free to put them down. We like to hear who you guys been running with, who you guys have been enjoying. Now, I've said all these before in the past, but go to your settings and make sure you have action replay on never, as well as the after basket cuts. It does save you a lot of time. Make sure you guys are holding the ball for as long as you can, if you can. Just know that in the first 3 quarters of any game, the clock doesn't stop till the last minute. So you can actually chuck, try to score, do your thing. Try to be loose on defense for the main challenges, like the easy ones. Don't worry too much. You don't want to cause fouls. You don't want to do any of that. So let them score and then just shoot. Get some guys that could shoot threes. I recommend doing some grinding with like Evo cards, for example. If you have an Evo lineup, get your threes up. If you need to assist with someone, pass to someone who could shoot and work on it that way. That's something I highly recommend. It's a great method, a great way. I've been getting through some of my evolutions, making them less boring. We got through this Scotty pretty fast. We've been doing Jason Richardson. I honestly didn't start any of these before I started doing this stuff, man. Like, I never used these cards before, and we just finished our Iguodala today, which I'm hyped about. So one more thing I should tell you guys is I'll be streaming on Twitch for majority of the hours. I'm gonna be starting at 8 a.m. Eastern as soon as this thing becomes a thing. So once you guys are ready, come through. If you guys want to grind with us, we'll be on, and then we'll probably take a break so we could eat, refresh, regroup, and then maybe stream on YouTube. That's a possibility. I know you guys would like that. I know you guys love YouTube streams, so I'm gonna see what we could do there. But make sure you check out our Twitch. The link is down below. It's absolutely free. There's a heart button. That means you follow me, so you can do that on your desktop when you click the link, or you could download the app. Once again, they're absolutely free. It's a great way to interact with me. I love the Twitch app. I just love the outcome, the feel. We listen to music, we be chilling, and honestly, I do my best to talk back to you guys. I talk to you guys about everything. So yeah, that will be pretty much it. Best of luck to anyone doing the same challenges. Let me know what players you've been enjoying. There's Cameron Reddish. I promise you destroyed today in Rags to Riches. I'm kind of giving it away, but man had a 50-point game. So if you guys want to check that out, I uploaded that earlier, but I suggest getting some rest so you could go ahead and grind these challenges. If you're somehow already done with all your challenges somehow, maybe make sure you're not done with your moments. These are pretty fast and quick games. If you don't have a lot of the players to do these challenges and you don't have MT or tokens or anything, play the first game in these pro challenges. You can knock these out really quick. The pro ones are 3-minute quarters and there's a lot of them. You see how many weeks there are? Look at this. Look at this. You can make tokens on tokens on tokens, and you don't have to play the whole time, of course, but I love when 2K adds all-day events. I hope they do this more often. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be heading out. Best of luck to you guys. Y'all know the drill. Subscribe if you're new. Leave me a like. It helps me out a ton. And ballin'.